Okay, so I am making this video to help other people out that have experienced something that I did, which would be permanent nerve damage from a wisdom tooth extraction. And I want to share some of the tips or things that helped me manage it, or for the pain to subside or just get better in general, because if it wasn't for me doing these certain things in my life, I wouldn't have made so much progress to the point of where I am today. So in 2021, I had my wisdom teeth extracted, and that left me with permanent nerve damage in my entire jaw. So all throughout here, ear to ear. Since then, it has been quite the journey healing and recovering from the trauma that my body experienced. This isn't my first traumatic dental experience. This is one of many, unfortunately. I do have to say that I did not handle it like a champ. There were a lot of days where it was just too much to handle. Obviously, it takes a toll, mental toll, emotional toll on you. I was in pain and suffering for majority of the time. From 2021 and to this day, my dentist that did the wisdom tooth extraction did not tell me that he had injured my nerves at all. I found out 6 months when my pain was just still there, and he would not take responsibility at all. Of course, why would he? Going into it, he did mention the possibility of permanent nerve damage because of the tooth's location being right on top of the nerve. The nerve was actually connected to my tooth, but ultimately he had the decision, it was up to him to decide whether we do a full extraction or half an extraction. He would just take out the top part and then leave the bottom part that's connected to the nerve, just leave it in there. He went ahead and did a full extraction. So because of this malpractice, I was left with permanent nerve damage. The first 6 months were brutal, and mentally I couldn't handle the pain. It felt like needles and ice in my jaw 24/7. That feeling never subsided for 3 years. I was always aware of how uncomfortable it was. The second year wasn't any better. I had additional dental surgeries in August of 2022 that should have been less painful, but instead they were more painful because of my already damaged nerves being super, irritated and sensitive, and, I have since healed from my August 2022 surgery, but not the permanent nerve damage from the wisdom tooth extraction in 2021. Since August, I have made significant changes in my life to help my nerves heal. Last year around June, I did an insane amount of research on Google. I even talked with my primary doctor, and she signed off on me taking vitamins to help my nerves heal. She actually was the one to suggest I start taking vitamin B complex vitamins. Then I did more research, and she gave me the green light on multiple different vitamins for me to take for a combination of different things, not just my nerve pain. For all of those years, and no matter what I tried, the massaging of my jaw didn't feel like it worked, or it didn't feel like it did anything, but it was actually doing a lot. I did start taking vitamins at the same time as I tried quitting vaping, and I continued massaging my jaw. For coming up on 4 years, I have regularly been massaging my jaw. For 8 months, I was taking a concoction of vitamins consistently, never miss a day, and I quit vaping. Since June of 2023, I've been on a journey to quit vaping. I went a few months without it, picked it back up, and finally quit in 2024. And let me tell you, it did make a big difference. Like, something about the nicotine, it was just interfering with the healing of my nerves. I started vitamins in August of 2023. I took a combination of vitamin D3, magnesium, vitamin B50 complex, ashwagandha, and fish oil. I took these vitamins religiously every morning since I started, but I only did it for 8 months because I just wasn't feeling like buying them. It was starting to add up. I would spend upwards of $50 on just vitamins. I took a combination of all of these for additional issues that I was dealing with, like anxiety, depression, and other things. A lot of these vitamins do heal nerves, but they also help other things as well. Since the surgery in 2021, I would massage my entire jaw with a gua sha, a finger, or you can buy these like sticks for TMJ on Amazon, and you can use that to massage, and it gets right like into the deep muscles. And you want to do like small or like little circles, right? And just massage all throughout. I do it out of habit, the massaging, like once a day or every other day, but I'm telling you, consistency is key, and the massaging really does help, especially if you have permanent nerve damage in your jaw. So if you yourself are dealing with nerve pain in your jaw from a similar situation, I suggest quitting vaping if you are, okay? Then taking vitamins, but do your own research and then get a doctor to sign off. But also massaging your jaw really helps. So do those 3 things if you're able to, or do those 2 things. So quit vaping, vitamins, massage. You want to try to keep the massaging consistent, so do it once a day or once every other day. It should really do the trick, and it helps like alleviate the pain. I do hope that my experience helps some of you. I know that this isn't a foolproof, tutorial on how to heal your nerves if you have permanent nerve damage from a wisdom tooth extraction. You just have to be positive, and coming from somebody that lived through it, I wasn't positive very often, and it was really hard, and it still is to this day. But I am not at that same point that I was in 2021 with the pain level. Now it is like almost gone. And a year ago, when I was still vaping, the pain was as severe as when I first had my wisdom tooth extraction. So don't lose hope. Try different things, keep Googling, keep researching, because there's going to be something out there that is going to work for you. Because it did for me, and I know how soul-crushing that can be, because you also feel so incredibly alone and unheard.